We mentioned earlier, the band Blake are back in the county of Kent, playing the Gulbenkian Theatre in Canterbury on the 21st of this month. I'm delighted to say that Jules and Ollie are back in the studios. How are you guys?
Hey, great, thanks.
Nice to have you back on. You've done pretty well in the past, but you've always made a point of wanting to move forward musically. Are you doing that?
I hope we are. It's always nice to keep a bit of forward momentum. As you say, we started out very much as a cover band and indeed a classical group. And I think as we've gone on, we've realised that particularly in our live shows, our audiences love to hear a real eclectic mix of music from rock and pop and everything in between. So we've started doing that, and in fact, our new album, which we are just sort of on the finishing touches of now, has got a huge amount of new material. In fact, it's almost all new, and the only covers that are in it are in fact sort of pop rock songs. Some of them from past decades, and some of them more contemporary. So we're very excited about that change in direction. I think that the whole thing that binds us together is still the harmony, vocal quality of us singing together as four guys, and that's absolutely intrinsic to whatever kind of music you do, be it classical or pop or even opera. So we're really excited about that.
And when you're looking for new material, fresh stuff, where do you go to find a writer of the sort of quality that you need?
Well, for this album, we've used quite a few songwriters from America. We hooked up with someone in America who basically introduced us to a few writers, and we heard loads and loads of material and basically chose about 10 songs from lots of different writers, actually, all through America. But there are some covers on this album as well. In fact, we were going to do an album which was completely original, and we actually revisited the whole thing about a month ago and decided that actually covers are quite important to what we do, and especially if you can do a cover in a different way and you can add something new to that song. We never want to just cover something. We want to add a new quality to it, and we feel that we've done that on this album. So I think there are 5 or 6 covers now on the album, and about 6 or 7 original songs. So we like to mix it because our fans do like familiarity, but we're kind of gradually introducing them to new stuff as well, and we hope that will catch on and get some radio.
Are the fans coming with you, do you think, on this journey?
Well, they better be, otherwise we're on our own. I hope so. We're very, we've always been very open to what our fans have to say. We're very active on things like Facebook and Twitter.
Yes.
And we're very interested, of course. We're musicians. We exist to entertain and to please our fans. And we're not the kind of band who will go off on some kind of wild tangent with no care as to what our fans actually want. We want to entertain people. We want to do stuff that they want to listen to, and I think we've managed to do that on this album.
I think it's also important to remember that this is just an album. This is just a record. This is, it's a split moment in time that you put in a record player and listen to, and compare that to how we do our live shows, which are a mix of everything we've ever recorded and a lot of things we never have. And we know that our live show is always going to be very different and far more diverse than anything you're going to put on a single record. So, fans shouldn't be scared about us suddenly changing our live show into something very contemporary and new, because we know that's not what we're about. We're about doing a mix of styles, and people like that.
So tell us what you've got lined up, because you've got a huge back catalogue now on which you can draw, haven't you? So what plans do you have for the Gulbenkian on the 21st?
Well, it's a mix, as you say. It's a mix of the 4 albums that we've done, plus, as Ollie said, some songs that we've never actually recorded. There are some songs that work very well live, but we've decided just not to record them. And so we've probably got, 50, 60, 70 songs to choose from. And this tour is a love songs themed tour, sort of quite loosely. And actually that works well for us, because a lot of the songs that we sing traditionally are quite romantic, and they are kind of loosely associated with that theme of love. But it's a real variety of music. So you'll get something from Ness and Dorma, which is obviously a big classical crossover standard almost, but you very rarely hear it with 4 voices and 4-part harmony. So we add something very new with that, and stuff that we've been doing a while, like Charles Aznavour's She, the song that Elvis Costello covered on that film Notting Hill, and then some of our new stuff. We've been doing a song called Desperado, an Eagles song, and that's very, very popular with our fans, and we've actually put that on the new album. And then some of our brand new stuff, like there's a song Start Over, which I think you're going to play.
Yes.
And that is a brand new contemporary song, and it's not a million miles away from the kind of song almost a group like Take That would sing. So as I said, it is 4-part harmony, it's singing, but we liked singing a variety of stuff, and some of it now is going to be.
And that sounds a bit like a fire alarm to me, doesn't it?
It's probably the BBC in London burning down. Yeah, it's all I can say is we're not smoking, we don't smoke, so it's not our fault.
All right, well, if you have to be rushed out at a moment's notice, just tip us the wink and we'll play the song. Ollie, I presume that you're gaining fans as you go, are you? Because that was always the master plan, wasn't it, to build and build on Blake?
Generally 2 steps forward and no steps back is ideal. Of course, it doesn't always work like that. We've been spending quite a lot of time in foreign territories, so I know we're certainly building out there. We've just been out in China. I know we've building a fan base there. We're very popular in the Philippines. There are places where we haven't been for a while, where we used to be sort of quite big, particularly Scandinavia. I think we want to make sure that people like that are very happy. But really, we're a UK band, we're a UK-based band, and England, Scotland and Wales are really very, very important to us, and we are here most of the time, and we travel around for most of our lives in the back of whoever's car it may be at any one time, usually mine, I have to say. In fact, it's died from the amount of Blake miles that have been put on it over the years. So we're delighted to be doing that, and obviously being in the sort of heartland of our musical education as well. We were all educated in England. We all learnt to sing here, so it's really important to us, and for everything we do overseas, what the English fans think of us is really very dear to our hearts.
Well, the chance for us to enjoy you perform live at the Gulbenkian Theatre in Canterbury, as we say, on the 21st of September. And when will Start Over be out, or when is the album released?
The new album is out November the 5th. We, as Ollie said, we are doing the finishing touches to it at the moment. We've reworked it.
We've been doing finishing touches for about 13 months.
Yeah. So. Leave it alone. Stop tinkering with it. Get it out there.
It's been the longest, certainly the album that's taken the longest time, and we hope that it's going to be the best album yet. We did start out as a classical crossover band, very much sort of pushed out by one of the major labels 6 years ago, and we have gone on this musical journey, but it is 4 voices singing in harmony. And I think that it's a sound that people will really love.
All right. Always good to catch up with you. Guys, thanks for being with us. Jules Knight and Ollie Bynes.
Not at all. Thanks.
Here's then an exclusive play of the single Start Over by Blake, released, as the guys said, on the 5th of November.
Wherever you are, look at the stars tonight. Whatever you do, don't forget to shine. The second you feel like you don't know what's real and you're running to stand still, you know you can stand still and let me reach you inside. Where do we go? Where do we go? Now, a place where the stars. Where do we go? Where do we go now? A place where I know that our lives can start over, start over. Don't let the light go out. We're not alone. We're not alone tonight. With the world in our arms, we start over, start over, start over. We're not alone tonight. We're not alone.
I can see what they mean now. When they said you can imagine Take That singing that, you can, can't you? That's Start Over. Very good indeed from Blake. And as we say, they're playing the Gulbenkian Theatre in Canterbury on the 21st of this month. We wish them well.